Welcome back to our channels, Warriors. We are still growing. If you haven't had every inspiring correctional officer smash that subscribe button, go and have them smash it right now. First and foremost, let me give a shout out to all the patrons. Trust me, believe me when I tell you, you're the heartbeat of this channel and probably the only thing keeping this shit going by now. Stay tuned for your well-deserved shout out at the end. This episode right here, man, I've noticed a trend, right? Sometimes I notice trends, believe it or not, on this side of the camera. And whenever I do a Q&A on the Instagram, people and on the YouTube have been asking, Hector, what about Lancaster Prison? Hector, how is Corcoran Prison? Hector, how is Satif? How is Salinas Valley? Okay. So since you guys want to know how each certain prison is, you're aspiring to be a CO, I'm going to just break it down to you guys Crayola style, okay? In 2025, it is not what it used to be, okay? So I'm going to kind of have to tell you the backstory of how things used to be for you able to grasp today's reality, okay? When I started the department in 2006, over 20 years ago, no, 19 years, dispensa prison guard, math. When I started the department in 2006, things made sense as far as prisons. You had GP yards, general population. Those are the fucking active gang members. Okay, active. And you had sensitive needs yards, SNY. Those are the protective custody. Okay. Now, I didn't know it then, but you had some yards with EOPs, the mentally unstable, or pretending to be mentally unstable at some prisons. So we can break it down to GP, SNY, EOP, and then SHU, or long-term segregated housing. Tehachapi SHU, Corcoran SHU, Pelican Bay SHU. Well, there's no more SHUs. You see how things changed? There's no more security housing units. So if you can break down, I always like just say 33 prisons. They've probably closed down a few since then. 33 prisons, SNY yards, GP yards, EOP yards, long-term restricted housing. That makes sense, okay? GPs was the best to work on. Level 4 GP yards were and probably still are, I've been out of the game for a minute, were the best to work on, okay? You're probably asking, well, why was the level 4s better to work on? GP, aren't they the most dangerous? Well, no, not the most dangerous. The most dangerous I would find were the crazy ones, the ones that will beat you up for no reason, stab you for no reason. At least these guys have a reason for the most part, quote unquote. And the respect level, they had their wits about them. They're just trying to do their thing, man. You ain't trying to get in their way. They're not trying to get in your way. That's better than Norway. You let them do their thing to a degree. They let you do your thing to a degree. Makes sense to me. Prison. SNY yards, man. And the GP at the time did not complain. They complain now. Again, it's no disrespect. Ain't nobody trying to, I get it. Some complaints are valid, some are not, but I get it. So the SNYs did complain. Like that's their MO. Complain. Yeah, no, you don't even want to work at fucking Jack in the Box and have people complain, right? So let alone be a CO and have grown men complain. Well, Hector, you guys have them incarcerated. Anyways, GPs, SNY, the EOPs, you do not want to work at an enhanced outpatient facility. Just think of a psych ward. That's probably the closest bed I can get. Just think of a psych ward. How would you like to work with those fucking Skid Row, trying to tell them what to do? They're high. They're fucking weird. They're out of control. They're fucking manipulating the system. They're not all there, right? The wires got crossed somewhere. So it doesn't matter where you think you want to work, Lancaster, Corcoran, Salinas Valley, Satif. You have to figure out which programs, and that's the thing. 2025 is a free for all. Everything got mixed. Okay, that's the inmates. What about administration? Hector, you're always bashing administration. Motherfucker, I keep it real. I keep it real. Administration as a whole, throughout the whole department, is garbage. It's fucking trash, man. It's now, okay, I'm not going to put a blanket statement because there are some solid managers, right? There are some solid managers. Solid warden, solid associate director I've seen recently get made. That's cool. Those are all solid, good people, good-hearted. But they are being outnumbered by the system, by the machine, right? They have to go along with the grain or else they're going to get fucked. Kind of like the mob or the mafia. You're thinking, oh, Hector, how bad can managers be and how much influence can they have over your job or your life? Let's say you work at Jack in a Box, right? And a customer comes up to the counter and says, oh, I would like an order of large fries. So you go do what you normally do because you know how to do it and it's in the policy. Turn around, get the large fucking fries, put it in the bag. Well, what you're going to do is you're going to have a manager come and smack you in the head and say, what are you doing, you idiot? I want you to put onion rings in here. And he's like, well, that customer didn't ask for onion rings. He's like, oh, are you talking back to me? I'm going to put you under investigation for insubordination. Except we're not talking about French fries and onion rings here. We're talking about human lives, where people do get fucked up with knives. And let me tell you, man, I've been I don't know if I've ever told you guys, but I've been in quite a few staff assaults. I've been in a couple of attempted murders on cops, man. I talked to a young CO. And he was recently responded to an attempted murder on a peace officer. And I can tell the dude is shook. I can tell he's shaken up by it because our dialogue and our communication through text and is not the same. The dude, it affected him, right? But I've already went through that. And I went through that prior to the military. That's why I'm so fucking numb and like emotionless when it comes to people getting fucked up. People can and will get fucked up in this world, let me tell you. Don't be one of them. Wear your vest. Do I really got to say that? The fuck? Anyways, that's why I quit. So now you know prison yards, inmates, administration's going to get you killed. Does it really matter where you work? Does it Lancaster? Basically, to me, now it boils down to geographic areas. Where do you want to live, man? Where do you already live? Don't relocate for the job. Where do you want to live? Or where have you always wanted to live? This is your opportunity to get the job and move and stay there. Or fucking transfer. It's up to you. Is the grass always greener on the other side? No. We've heard that story. We've heard that story. I went from Centinela, and at the time I was disliking Centinela because of the changes that I saw from 2006 to 2012. In 6 years, I saw some changes at Centinela that I didn't agree with. But that was the department doing it. Right? I didn't realize it. I was just a fucking troop in the trenches. I didn't realize what was happening to the department. I figured it was probably just Centinela. No, it was a statewide. Then I get to Donovan in 2015. Forget about it. Working at Donovan, man, is like working at a circus that's on fire and your managers are pouring gasoline on you and the inmates are attacking you. You're going to get fired. You're going to get fucked up. And everything's going to be your fault somehow, some way. Let's go back to the Jack in the Box theory. So your manager tells you to put onion rings in the fucking bag of French fries. They were supposed to be French fries, right? So you put the onion rings in there. You give it to the customer. The customer starts getting crazy. What is this, man? I ordered freaking fries. Can't you do your job? Don't you know how to do your job, you fucking idiot, right? And you're like, oh, man, this fool's disrespecting me, man. And then you say to the guy, hey, man, sorry, but my boss right here wanted me to put onion rings instead of fries. And the boss looks at you dead in the eye and says, no, I didn't. You're lying. I didn't fucking tell you to do that. And you're like, what the hell? What the hell's going on here? Where am I? This place fucking sucks. Straight lie to your face. Straight lie, which is dishonesty, which is the number 9 on the matrix. Then now you're getting fired for lying. Does it really matter what prison you work at? No, because the filth and the swamp is all over the place. Damn, Hector, going to work like that is like that. And I've been fucking telling you for 2 years how fucked up it is to work at a prison, and not because of the inmates. Inmates are easy. Inmates are easy. I want to end it like this for some odd reason. Charlie Yard, RJD, Level 4, SNY, EOP, DD, Booger Eaters. That was the worst yard, man. These inmates did not listen. When I tell you they didn't, it was out of control. The yard was out of control. The inmates were out of control. Zero control. Well, heck, couldn't you put them in control? No, I couldn't. I was not a one-man army. One guy is not going to change the world. Couldn't even do it on the YouTube, let alone on the yard. Full of booger eater killers is what they were. Not gonna, out of control, right? So I came to this little conclusion. I used to ask my friends that I knew were down with the business. And this is when we got the cameras, right? Surveillance cameras. I said, how long do you think it would take us to fix this yard? How long do you think it would take us to fix this yard if they turned off the cameras and they gave us full authorization to fix this yard? Me, you, so-and-so, so-and-so, and I started naming straight fucking hitters, man. Straight good little soldiers for the CDCR program. 6 of us, 7 of us, 8 of us. Doesn't really matter. How long do you think it would take us? Like it's probably on the start of third watch, 2 p.m. I think by chow time. I think by chow time, 6 p.m., they'll get the fucking hit. With that, this episode was sponsored by the following fucking patrons: Danny Fresh, Rescue Chick 70, Fatima, JP 6184, Joanna, John Paps, Alex, Hopes and Promises. You ain't gonna find them in the Department of Corrections. SJG, Scary Perry, John Wick, Abuelita's Journey, Abuelita's Irma, Rodrigo Keep Pushing Forward, Giant Manhattan Pizza in Anaheim, go check them out. Put a work order in, Jolene, Justina, Casas, it is what it is. Third Watch Desert Warrior, James, Luis, Miguel, The Real Chit, MC Countlip, Lena, Jeremy, Frank, Roberto, Lilybutt 209, all you pedophiles pretending to be gangster, Ernie, 89 made me, you're a long way from Starbucks, homie, Ali, Terry, Ramiro de Leon, The Hound, Miss R, Milkers, La Primera Play at Your Own Risk, 209. Well, Hector, what prison should we work at? Motherfucker, if you didn't get the message that every prison is fucked up right now and not because of the inmates, then you didn't get the message. Doesn't matter what prison you go to. Go to the one closest to your freaking house. I don't know. I'm not the regular. Brian the Lone Specialist. Big Shags at Westminster. Pachanga 209. Darlene from Santa Ana. VSP Eddie. Sabatino. Earth. Blood. Operator. Adaberto. Mercenary Mindset. Any reason I can't hold you? On to page number 2. God bless you guys. Fontaine, Dixon, McCrary, Program Time, Carnalito, Treatment Not Time, My Outdoor Activity, Gigi, Vinny Todavía Me La Pela, Santa Barbara County, Brother Mad at StateIssuedCollection.com, Shut the F Up and Make It Wink, A La Verga 760. Well, Hector, how would you fix Charlie Yard? Here's Johnny. On the who? On the dead homies? Okay. Vote News come out. The prison psychologist, Fuerte 84, Zeus, Michigan Wolverines. I have an 8-hour chrono. Put me out 6 South. AWOL like Monty. You ain't gonna do shit, bitch ass CO. Hey, Control Pop 203. Here's Johnny. Motherfuckers, for some reason people think COs are not about the business or were born bitch. That's fucking not. That's a myth. That's a myth. Motherfucker, like they say, I'm a man before I'm an inmate. Well, I'm a man before I'm a CO, and you ain't gonna talk to me that way. L. Eli, Gerardo, Rigo SD, Pelon 1205, who's doing the pipe? Denise, the real McCoy, not the fake McCoy. JB Smooth, Salinas Valley Outdoors. CO, call the sergeant, I need to get my KOPs. Ricardo, Maladjusted, Ragtop 5.0, Carmine the Pitbull, EOP Whisper, F-Fear 602, Viva Mexico, Cabrones, don't send canteen money to your mijo, he is trading it for dope. Oh shit, you guys are on point. La Reina, Winston, El Skid, Hobie Cat, Lead with Love, Albert 12, on the dead homies. LT keeps it 100. Big Uso D, J.I. Esquiel, Nova, Linda, on to page number 3. The retired CEO, Marius Chevelle66. Hey, girl, pop me up so I can give you some OJT. CCPOA president at RJD sold out all COs for his interest. Damn. Come on, Sinclair. Come on, Sinclair. That's what they're saying. That's not what I'm saying. That's what they're saying. And the homie Rags, if you haven't already signed up for the Patreon, hey, Sinclair, sign up for the Patreon, man. I'll push a good agenda for you. Love you. Keep pushing forward.